Hey guys, Tire Repair bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing today, spawning on the right, we have Justin playing as Soviets, who has Armored Assault, Combined Arms Army, and Mechanized Support. Teaming up with him is Nimahfrosch playing as US Forces, straight away going for Airborne, going for single rifle, Pathfinder style. From the left-hand side, playing as ÖuTLaW, we have Hotzenplotz, who has Fortifications, Elite Armored, and Overwatch. And finally, we have ÖuTLaW StAR as ÖuTLaW, going for Grand Offensive. Allies are an arranged team around rank 140, Axis randoms, one around 70, one around 80, I forget which is which. Empire's a little isolated there as the Kubel, probing in this area. Not able to assist, but coming around now. Nima can maybe hear that Kubel coming in the fog. Well, early retreat though, I thought maybe you'd try hold the ground while the Kubel softens these up. Because ideally you don't want to be going like a 2-on-1 straight up like that with the Kubel. Just get damaged. Forced off too quickly. Pretty even split on the map so far. Cool, getting very close to death there. Gonna peel off and repair that up. Justin just holding back here. It's off his stern power model though. Empire's wrapping around this side, but we've got the conscripts coming around as well. Needs a flamethrower to really contest over here. There's upgrading now. So ÖuTLaW StAR going for mass fusiliers to start things off, and they're quite weak in these early stages, so when he doesn't have that Kubel on the field to assist him, he's really going to struggle. And he should probably just play, a little bit more conservatively with these until that Kubel was fully repaired and make a more coordinated push. Courage is a little bit far away from the merging squads. Ooh, where's the merge? Oh no! Ooh, I can't believe that survived, man. That looked like it was dead for sure. Oh man, he's cutting it close again. This time they do die. Drop the flamer though for the conscripts to recover it. And no, don't wait. He's trying to come in with those 2 model low health conscripts while they're getting blasted by like 4 squads. Oh boy. Well, there we go. Squad down for Justin, trying to push it to the limit, the absolute limit with those combat engineers. See that posturing, they're going to throw the grenade there, cancel that in the end. Fortunately, will eventually win that. Did lose control of the fuel for quite a long time there, the Axis. Recovering it now. So it looks like the Allies have had slightly better territory control to this point. Got medics up, got tier 2 up as well. Beacon in the centre. And AA half-track coming in for Nima. It's got the captain back there supervising this, so this is coming in lightning fast. Almost never see a US Forces anti-air half-track before 5 minutes. But here it is. Very fast. The Allies just had such strong fuel control, and Nima really hasn't bled very much manpower. Very, very low amount of deaths, so has plenty of manpower. Could afford that anti-air half-track extremely early. Double battle group here for the Axis. Ooh, I feel like it should be outrunning that a bit more. Does end up getting away. Trying to come in here for a snare, unsuccessful. ÖuTLaW StAR has been bleeding a lot, so he is struggling for manpower. Can't afford his flak half track. Hotzenplotz hasn't gone for mechanized or healing at this stage. A little bit slow on his ticking there. Oh, it's an anti-tank grenade. I was going to say it's a mine, but it didn't take enough damage from a mine. Definitely an AT nade from the Fusiliers. Clears off the beacon there as well. Pathfinder's starting to vet up quite nicely though. That's Fusiliers in the north having some trouble. ØuTLaW needs to start popping these G43 upgrades. He's got the munis for at least one at the moment. Close to 2 now. He's got a Shrek on the stern pose in the meantime. And he's gone for the Raketin as well. Okay, a big old flank coming in here for Justin. He's got some guards in the mix now, having locked into Combined Arms Army. A bit of a flank going. People came to the bottom for a while for ØuTLaW StAR. Maybe he doesn't fancy keeping alive while the anti-air half-track's on the prowl, but... Uh-oh. Kubel comes in for a bit of a push, trying to save this squad from death. And might have done exactly that. Good teamwork there from ØuTLaW StAR. Connects once. Faust, a little bit slow coming through. Ooh, if that was a bit earlier, maybe the Raketin could have finished the job on it there. But yeah, Kubel goes down. One set of G43s, another one upgrading. But yeah, when you're, a little bit behind like this... Oh, for crit repair, was it? It looked like he was popping the crit repair, but it didn't repair it enough. And down it goes. So Nima paying the price, trying to do some repairs on the front lines, but doesn't end up working out. It looked like he used the crit repair, but maybe he cancelled it too early. Maybe didn't complete, because the engine crit was very much still there when he jumped back in. A needed break for the Axis. They have been having some trouble. A good bit of body blocking here from ØuTLaW StAR. The G43 is very good at the run and gun. And it looks like that's going to go down. Ouch. Yeah, those G43 Fusiliers so good at the run and gun. Excellent the chase down, and there was some pretty nice body blocking as well. 50 cal dropped in for Justin here. He's also going for a Maxim. Looks like neither of the Axis going for a flak half track. Interesting. Oh, now late retreat on these paratroopers. They're healthy enough to get away though, I think. Still a bit of a dangerous call, they are roughly the same strength as riflemen, so they will die just as fast. Model for model.
We're losing a capture point.
On the move there with the combat engineers. Looks like they'll be alright. We have that mine there as well. Has upgraded the minesweeper. Doesn't have it out at the moment though, so drops 2 mods to that, and here comes the suppression. 50 cal coming down. Maxim looks like they're on A move. This one sits up at an awkward angle. If we can come around this side, could do some great suppressing work. Trying to go for the decap on the cutoff here. The flak base misses so many shots. Able to get the decap working. Another base going up, covering the fuel point this time. But yeah, after a couple of losses now, Nima really starting to lose ground in the north. G43s are popped. And ØuTLaW StAR getting cooking now. We do have some E1919s on the paratroopers. They are a pretty good answer to the Fusiliers. Picking them off from long range very effectively.
Soviet soil.
The command vehicle has gone static.
Just need some time to vet them up. Good dodge on that grenade there. Looks like only maybe 3 or 4 of those Fusilier models are actually firing there. Had to come around the side of the fence a bit further. In these cases, you've got to be watching for a grenade. This is prime time for a grenade to be thrown on the paratroopers, just to guarantee that they lose that fight. We'll be watching those engagements very closely. Especially if you've got ping like me, you can't react to those. You got to see them coming. All right, Sternpost charging in. Good push overall from Justin though. Got quite a lot of ground. Let's see if he can hold it now with these machine guns he's got deployed. There's the next wave of troops coming in for Hotzenplotz. He's also gone for an infantry support gun here, using some smoke.
Forces are capturing our supplies.
We're pushing the north. We've got a forward ambo coming in for Nima. Looks like he wants to reinforce those paratroopers. And airdropping in an anti-tank gun. He's got the re-echelon there. Could crew that AT gun and reinforce it on the front lines as well. Oh, but getting blasted by the infantry support gun here. AT gun on the ground. The Rokitn's nearby. This could actually be a dead AT gun. He's got to jump on that. Slight pullback by the 50 cal after getting smoked out there. I don't think either of the Pathfinders has a bar yet, so not that powerful for anti-infantry. A bit of work there by the Maxim. Some sandbags coming up. Guys with about a 60 VP lead at this stage, or 70 even. Ooh, and there we go. The flare spotting the ambulance out the back, so the Rokitn taking it out. Rokitn gets quite low, still alive though. Can't say the same about the ambulance. A bit of suppression in there though by the 50 cal out the back. Chasing away a couple squads, but you don't want to be coming into close range against those Fusiliers. Good grenade around the corner, but good reactions from Nima. Uraing in for a Molotov on the machine gun there. And Justin holding well in the south, going straight for the T-34. Here it comes. MG repositioning here, but under so much pressure now. Get some suppression in just before the grenade hits. But then 2 more squads out the back. Suppressing one, but the squad crawls into grenade range. MG in some big trouble now. We've got reinforcements coming in from the side. You need to make sure you split your infantry fire so you're targeting both or all the units. That way they don't come out of suppression. They don't recover from suppression if they're getting shot at. Recover from suppression probably like, I think, what is it, like 50 times slower, something like that. Yeah, it's 20 times, but yeah, it's important to try to keep them suppressed. Okay, there's a 4 in the build for ØuTLaW StAR and 1 for Hotzenplotz as well. So both the axes pretty sharp on their medium take timings. Get them out as soon as the resources are available. Major dropping some artillery, but only Vet 0 on that, so it doesn't have the extra shells yet. In for smoke, but T-34 getting so low. Unable to chip in for any further damage. Now the Scott might even take some damage.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
So trying to push this down, but didn't quite have the firepower for it. And now the Axis maybe could go for a bit of a counterattack with both of their Panzer IVs arriving. There's this out now for Justin. Guards don't have the cleanest light cover there. We'll start making a pretty big push over here, but some nice tank traps there. Nimah to hide behind. Scott could be in some trouble here with the Raketten coming in. Scott might be on one shot. Not sure how much damage it took earlier.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
A few grenades flying. Ooh, guards in some trouble. Ooh, and they get sniped just before getting behind the building. Wow. Bad luck there for Justin. By that ISG. And what a push there from the Axis. Now they are riding high, getting a lot of ground. See, the Allies have fallen behind in army size a bit. They dropped the PTRS as well. Not very valuable. T-gun on the other lane at the moment. Spins around and connects. Was using that camouflage as well. And connects again. I think that might have been an attack round. Nicely done. Sandbags sheltering the damage. Conscripts getting chopped up pretty quick there. Here comes some reinforcements from the south though. Panzer IV pulled back for repairs. Meanwhile, the other Panzer IV getting something going up here. Got double anti-tank guns now for Nimah though. And they both connect. Going for double Scots, double anti-tank guns. Pretty classic USF action in 2v2s these days. There's a recon pass coming through. Just for a double Scot barrage there. Finds the Raketten nearly decrewed. There it goes. Major goes down though to ØuTLaW StAR3's Fusilier blob. But it looks like he's going to have to just lose that Raketten perhaps. Tank guns rolling up now. Maybe a little bit slow for Nimah. Could jump on it with the paratroopers if he really wanted it, but I think 2 anti-tank guns probably enough. We'll make a bit of a push down here. So the AT guns maybe going to go for an attack ground here. Yeah, there's a bit of wreckage in front. Gives away its position. Close call on the second hit actually though. Double Scots. Taking those overs pay. 50 cal getting pinned here. Doesn't have any cover against the heavy cover. Oh, there we go. SU-85 rolling onto the field though. Justin and Hopper shoot. And that AT gun connecting for another hit. Wow, Panzer IV down. Nice. Very good positioning there for Justin. And that was pretty good reaction times for Hotzenplotz, but just everything connecting. Nothing bouncing, so there you go. Kind of needed for the Allies though, because you can see they were on the back foot. Falling behind in terms of territory control. Now this opens up the T-34 in the south, can do way more damage with that. Not having to worry about that Panzer IV being around. T-gun switching sides there for Justin. He's running hot with that Zis, man. That thing is landing and pinning really well.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture capture our territory.
But yeah, the Axis have now taken the lead when it comes to VPs. About 20 points ahead. So they've managed to fight back. He repaired up his Schwerpanzer headquarters as well, so that's not like a super vulnerable target. Which is good because Justin does have that bombing strike. Does big damage to OKW bases. From the amount of health it was at before, would have been one shot by that. And the major did die, remember, so no major artillery. So knock it out even faster. Okay, going for the machine gun, nearly decrew it there as well. Shui 5 coming to the north. There goes, connecting once on ØuTLaW StAR3's tank. ØuTLaW StAR did go for the mechanized, so I think he's trying to get a King Tiger out. It's a lot of fuel away from that though. Nice Molotov, might allow him to win that engagement now. T-34 has got to be careful. Second Raketten joining in now for Hotzenplotz, who also looks like maybe he's banking for something bigger. It might be the Panther though in his case. Still has his commander options open. And all of them offer quite a bit still. He's got loads of munitions. You might expect he would go for Overwatch for the planes. Oh, Volksgrenadier is down there. Going to open up the captures down the south now. See now the Axis have fallen behind in army size after a couple of those losses. Oh, ØuTLaW StAR though not stalling for the KT. Gonna go for a walking Stuka at this stage. Let's see if he can connect with those AAT guns. They are way out the back though. He's been popping off the flares though. Giving himself some good vision for those walking Stuka strikes. Might be better targeting Justin's support weapons even. They're a bit more forwards. Okay, Panther for Hotzenplotz. Trick missing there on the Su-85. Got a Katyusha now for Justin, so he's not making use of the ML-20. Stuka now. Looks like it is targeting... No! Targeting in the north. They're actually getting some... a lot of damage done. Not a huge number of kills though. And the Panzer IV goes down in the meantime. The double anti-tank guns knocking that out. So maybe ØuTLaW StAR trying to bait with that Panzer IV, but he managed to bounce and ends up using that P4 fast. So the double AT guns. Doesn't get them in return. Doesn't even bleed them that much in return. Just run back to base and heal, no trouble. So at this stage, Justin does have a reasonable amount of resources floating. Looks like he's going to invest into a second anti-tank. I was going to say maybe another combat engineer, try to get a few more mines down. Since he has quite a few resources floating. You know, help protect that Katyusha from a potential base dive.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
Still quite close on the victory points.
Recon aircraft is refueled.
Comes the Katyusha. Taking these Rakettens.
The enemy is encroaching.
Good hits as they retreat through there. Looks like Nima coming down from the north now. The Double Scots. This one up to 15 kills already. Recon plane coming in now for Justin. Do have double OKW, so the double flak bases can shoot that down. And do so very quickly.
Standing by. Send orders.
So they're going to work on this Shred Panzer headquarters now. Got the bombing strike, got the planes as well to keep their tanks safe in case of a counter-attack. And the counter-attack is the Panther, and that's still being repaired at the moment. Can't really assist too much. Stuka strike up the back, hitting almost nothing there for ØuTLaW StAR. Oh, the rocket scatter was quite appalling for him. Just kind of like landing on either side, but maybe as well just slightly ahead of the target. Planes drop down now. Panther getting very low. Getting out of harm's way now. Double Raketens in there. Connecting on the Scot that's trying to smoke out to safety. Mine triggered over here.
Supply sector under attack.
Oh, doesn't quite knock out the T-34 there. It's on one shot. Gonna go for the Scot now, but here comes the Katyusha. The double Raketens in some trouble. One of them decrewed. Both of them decrewed. They're both very low already. Does manage to Faust that down at least. Sternpo's dead. Machine gun dead up here in the meantime. Huge losses there for the Axis. Shred Panzer headquarters is still alive at least, but not much else good to say about that. Major recon pass coming through now.
300 points.
Did both the Scots die? I don't see the vehicle crew of the other. I must have missed that. So that's something at least.
Crew, stand ready.
And Stuka's about ready to fire again now as well. Covers up to Vet 2. That's, generally their turning point when they start to really light up the mainline infantry squads that are Vet 3. All that, it's often a much more even contest, but once they get that Vet 2 accuracy bonus, really turn up the heat. Constantly popping up these flares. ØuTLaW StAR is making good use of them. Got that walking Stuka ready to fire, so he's looking for a vulnerable target at the moment. See that Nima's troops are all the way at the back here though, so those flares aren't going to be in range of too much. Maybe we can see them now here though.
Ready for action.
Nice Molotov. Here it comes, walking Stuka. Good dodging there by Nima. So far the allies have been really on point with their dodges. I think a large part of it is that a lot of these walking Stuka strikes are coming in while there's basically nothing else going on the map, so nothing really. The allies are desperately trying to micro, so they can't afford to change their dodges. Oh, there's a mine there. Panther triggers it. Got the Zis right there as well. Panther in some big trouble. Oh boy. I thought he saw a weakness in Justin's lines, but no. The mine there, the double camouflaged AT guns, and the Panther ends up going down. It was just a trap all along, but might get some reward here. Raketens coming in. How did they not shoot then? Might be able to get this machine gun though. The Obers, there it goes. Could even steal that away now as well. Looks like he's going to go for it. So still doing pretty well in terms of VPs, but you can see their army sizes are just so far behind at this stage. They really need to pick up a wipe or two to help turn this back in their favour. Fresh squad of Paras in the north for Nima. ØuTLaW StAR a lot of resources now. Just about get that command tiger. Still a decent chunk off the king tiger.
Ready to execute.
Walking Stuka about ready to fire now again. Nice bit of smoke there to cover the capture, but here come the Airborne.
Spread out! Spread out, goddammit!
Spread out. Stay ready. Strength. Ready for action. Prepare for combat.
Comes a walking Stuka strike.
Enemy flanking us.
See if this one's going to be... No, he cancelled it after 2 rockets. 1 rocket even. Ooh, it's not been a good day on the Stuka for old ØuTLaW StAR. Rebuild on the Scott for Nima in the meantime. But having gone for the second paratrooper, a little bit vulnerable to a Tiger at this stage. Does have just about enough resources. COH2 rush, put a pin in that. Just enough for a Jackson, but he's going to go for another Scott. Once he has that Scott as well, struggle to forward. Second T-34 rolling in now for Justin, coming around the corner. One getting in some trouble, the other one just retreats instead of trying to salvage this, trying to go for a couple of shots here. Maybe he could have got 2 hits on this T-34. Maybe not that valuable though, since he doesn't have any snaring squads to keep them in place. Hotzenplotz got his next tech truck out. Planted down still though. And Justin just tearing up with these T-34s at this stage. They spent his munitions, so can't drop a bombing strike to finish off this HQ quickly. Here comes that King Tiger. The anti-tank guns rolling forwards in return, and so is the SU-85 now. So a lot of anti-tank in a small area. Good couple hits in there from the King Tiger though. So the SU-85 maybe having his vision blocked by that tiny bit of fence there.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
To Vet 2 though. Kitten outright destroyed as well, so I'll get that back. Here comes the walking Stuka down the south. Let's see if he gets lucky with this one. 1 kill. Decent bit of damage done, and meanwhile Volkswagen is down over here. Comes in close range Katyusha, but OKW troops getting around the side of that. Another squad down for Hotzenplotz though. Looks like ØuTLaW StAR kind of giving up on the north for the moment. Trying to get a 2-on-1 going against Justin. Trying to recover at least some ground. And quite a lot of success. Scott's coming down now though. Grenades coming out. Slou's doing well here. Scott's punishing out the back though. King Tiger returning to action. Not fully repaired, but repaired enough to assist in this push at least. Keaton's getting blasted at the moment by these Scots, and the Pathfinders still alive though. Here comes the King Tiger, but the AAT guns of Nima are here now. It's good enough for the planes as well. King Tiger bouncing every hit though to pop the AP ammo. And now the Jackson for Nima. Pretty much has pop cap limit after that. Justin meanwhile has quite a lot of resources floating. Is pretty much pop cap bound at this stage himself. Oh, late retreat here for Hotzenplotz. No retreat in fact, and down goes his Sternpire squad. Just when he was, getting close to like a King Tiger timing, he loses his repairs for him. What's he doing? X is starting to feel the VP pressure now. There's that walking Stuka. Here it comes, but he stops in place. This could be a big one though. Justin manages to dodge away from most of it, and that could have been a lot worse. But they're surviving. Planes dropped in. King Tiger in some trouble, and the King Tiger goes down to the planes. Oh no, ØuTLaW StAR, he just stuck in there with that King Tiger for too long. Just needs to be a little bit quicker about getting that walking Stuka barrage off and getting that King Tiger out of there. You know, that's a decent maneuver, you know, baiting the anti-tank guns to stay in place with the King Tiger and trying to get some damage done that way. And, you know, pretty successful in terms of walking Stuka barrages, but not so successful in keeping the King Tiger alive. Getting shot in here. She's get clear of this. Could get a Faust off Rakit and then decrew very fast, but here comes the King Tiger. Going to save the day. We've got the planes coming in for Hotzenplotz now. Looks like they're targeting the high vet T-34. Jumps back on the Rakit and trying to get away with it. Here comes the King Tiger. There goes the T-34. Meanwhile, the Jackson up here just blasting away at this HQ. Looks like it's on anti-air mode, so it can't fire back at this stage. Getting decrewed there. Tiger doing some pretty good work there though for Hotzenplotz. The planes have timed out though, and Justin coming back in with the SU-85, the AAT guns. Smokes out the AT guns. Going to jump back on that Raketen, gets it. Good timing to do so as well. Just before the machine gun suppression kicked in.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
HQ's still alive. Defended. Pathfinder's down. There we go. 2 Pathfinders down though. Walking Stuka gets the job done. But unable to save the Shred Panzer headquarters, is just too low in health. Man, if that King Tiger was alive with ØuTLaW StAR, this would still be a very, very close game. But it feels like the Axis is still a little bit too far behind, even after those Pathfinder kills. Oh, just can't get the shot off. One more hit and that Scott was dead. Smoke was on cooldown as well, so he couldn't pop that off to help escape. Here comes the King Tiger though, switching sides. SU-85 is way down the bottom there. The Jackson up here, but... Ooh, nasty Katyusha barrage. Nope. It was safe. T-34 is continuing to exploit the mobility advantage over that King Tiger, just striking wherever it is not. Making life difficult for Hotzenplotz. Recon plane up for Justin again. A lot of damage onto that T-34, but machine gun getting decrewed there. SU-85 coming around the corner. Got the planes coming in for Justin now, trying to drop some bombs on the KT. Smooth dodge on that. Raketen though might not get away. No, there it goes. ØuTLaW StAR getting really close with this walking Stuka here. Fusiliers down in the north, by the way. Oh no, the Scots knock out the other Fusilier as well. Comes the walking Stuka. Again, I think that was a slightly early cancel, but still a good chunk of damage. I mean, you know, I think he had like 2 pretty big whiffs with that walking Stuka, but apart from that, they've been pretty solid barrages, but not game-winning barrages, you know. Double Raketens now for Outlaw Star. Looks like he's saving for another King Tiger. Not too far away from it, but the Axis starting to struggle for territory control now. Still alright in terms of VPs. I think, you know, they've got time to stall for another King Tiger. Not going to drain out that fast, but gonna need to get something going shortly after that. Otherwise, are we losing?
Enemy flanking us! Enemy infantry!
Okay, a bit of smoke out there. Kitten sneaking in. Pros not quite harassing the fuel there. Hotzenplotz has managed to save enough getting out of Jagdpanzer now. Oh wow!
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Just to making use of the creeping barrage there, and I don't think Hotzenplotz has noticed. Pretty big damage. Volksgrenadier down. Kitten's still alive.
100 points remain.
Justin making a big move here. Jagdpanzer getting kind of jammed at the moment. Oh, he's getting stuck on that Raketen like it's nobody's business. It's getting completely encircled. T-34's getting around on the rear of the King Tiger now. S-35 double anti-tank guns is lighting it up from the rear. Crane's coming down for Hotzenplotz though. One T-34 down. The Jackson's coming in now to assist. There you go. Raketens dead there for Outlaw Star. Looks like they went down to the Scots, and there we go. The Axis throwing the towel just before Outlaw Star can call in his King Tiger. Axis just get completely annihilated. So yeah, solid game. A little bit, you know, a little bit risky putting your tech truck up here. He did end up getting punished towards the end and almost got killed earlier as well. That's, you know, bit of a bold place to put it, especially if your team is, you know, like a random team. You're kind of playing two split halves. Maybe you're not playing like mid and one side the whole game. Makes it a little bit harder to defend effectively for the entire match. Ended up going down. Those tech truck losses, you know, they did end up costing the Axis a bit throughout the match, kind of setting back their rebuilds, allowing the Allies to accelerate their lead. But overall, maybe just the heavy tank control a little bit lackluster from the Axis in this one. Maybe the Raketens as well, not quite doing their job. But overall, pretty close. You know, there were some good armor trades. A couple of times where the Axis looked like they were completely out. You know, they strike back, got a few wipes in return, and kept it competitive. But yeah, just very solid play from the Allies overall. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.